as one.
And to start, a well-known quote: "If I have to choose between one evil and another, I'd rather choose nothing." Gerald of Rivia gets it, and that's exactly how we feel many times on a Monday. Good evening, my friends. How are you all doing? The week has already started, and as we reach this time of day, it's time for the third and final part of our weekly news segment. What's new with the news? Today's topic, you already know what it is: news from the world of video games. We've got a varied menu with updates across all platforms and consoles, including some titles from franchises we've all played at least once. JRPG fans, brace your hearts. YouTube, how are you? Did the weekend go well? Was your mission to defeat the final boss successful? What kind of weapon did you use? And magic, did you use any? You can tell us all about it after the video starts. Let's start with news about a common practice. The developer Sting Entertainment has revealed that it will release the remastered version of its RPG, Riviera, The Promised Land, Riviera, Yakusoku no Chi Riviera, for the Nintendo Switch in the West starting November 28th. The remaster includes new content, high-resolution graphics, a fast-forward option, autosave, and other additions. One of the highlights of the week: the excitement around Mobile Suit Gundam continues. Bandai Namco Entertainment, in collaboration with Look North World, announced a DLC for Fortnite inspired by the animated series Mobile Suit Gundam: Requiem for Vengeance. Titled Gundam Requiem for Vengeance, Red vs. Blue, it allows two teams of up to 20 players each to compete in battles to collect 200 MS reactor powers. As we strive to cover all genres and types of video games, GameSource Entertainment announced it will release Ratatan, a rhythm game developed with game designer Hiroyuki Kotani, Patapon, and Tokyo Virtual Theory. The game, from developers TVT and Ratata Arts, will launch for PS4, PS5, Xbox Series, Nintendo Switch, and PC in 2025. It will feature side-scrolling action with up to 4-player online co-op. The big news of the week: Square Enix has revealed Final Fantasy XIV Mobile, a new version of its MMORPG Final Fantasy XIV for iOS and Android. Lightspeed Studios is developing the game, which is officially licensed and overseen by Square Enix. The producer and director of Final Fantasy XIV, Naoki Yoshida, appeared in the game's announcement trailer. From a fantasy game to one inspired by a real event. The launch trailer for Stalker 2, Heart of Chernobyl, has been released. This first-person survival horror game takes us to the exclusion zone after a second explosion at the Chernobyl plant. Players take on the role of Skiff, a lone stalker who enters the zone following a series of unforeseen events. The game is now available on PC, Steam, Epic Games Store, GOG, Xbox Game Pass, and Xbox Series XS. Back to Japan and titles inspired by manga and anime, Bandai Namco Entertainment has unveiled a new trailer for DLC related to Naruto to Boruto, Shinobi Striker. The big news is that players can now play as a young Naruto Uzumaki. The game's 8th season launched on May 24th without a season pass, featuring characters such as Kawaki, Karma Progression, and Shisui Uchiha, Perfect Susanoo. Continuing with smartphone titles, Square Enix has announced that its new free-to-play strategic RPG for iOS and Android, Ember Storia, will launch on November 27th. The game will also be available for PC via DMM Games. The trailer, link in the description, also reveals the game's theme song, Rosen, performed by singer Kono. Character designs are by Yusuke Kazaki. Another classic title that's part of many childhoods. Capcom has just revealed a new trailer for Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection Arcade Classics. The video highlights the praise the game has already received from critics and players alike. The game will also come to Microsoft's Xbox consoles sometime in 2025, after its initial release on September 12th. How about a title from the East, but this time from China? The trailer for Strinova has been released, a tactical hero shooter with a unique twist. Players can switch between 2D and 3D versions of their characters. Published and developed by iDreamSky, the game was originally launched in China in February of this year and became available globally for PC players on November 22nd. We've reached our top 3 news for today. In third place is the release of another trailer for the RPG Honkai, Star Rail. Hoyoverse, the game's producer and developer, will launch version 2.7 on December 4th. The trailer dives deeper into the franchise's magnificent story, giving fans more narratives to explore. The Golden Age is about to begin. In second place today is this title, considered by many a classic in its genre. To celebrate the release of the Dragon Quest III HD 2D remake, a trailer has been revealed highlighting praise from both hardcore fans of the franchise and specialized critics. The game was released on November 14th for PS5, Xbox Series XS, Nintendo Switch, and PC. Finally, the top spot and the last news of the week. Who doesn't love a good survival horror game set in space? Sony announced via a trailer that the Callisto Protocol, considered by many to be the spiritual successor to Dead Space, is now available in 8K resolution for its new console, the PS5 Pro. The game's developer, Striking Distance Studios, has also confirmed ray tracing support for both 4K and 8K versions.
This is it, everyone. Be ready on my signal.
And for those who tend to be cheeky, a little reminder: I used to be an adventurer like you. Then I took an arrow to the knee. Let's avoid that. We're still at the beginning of the week. Well, that's all we have for you today. Was there any news that stood out the most for you? The big Japanese titles were the stars of the day. From a crossover between Gundam and Fortnite, to please everyone, to yet another Final Fantasy game for smartphones, continuing with the remake of one of the great titles in the genre, Dragon Quest III, and ending with Honkai, Star Rail, not forgetting the second game in the Stalker saga, which looks very interesting. Before you head off to sleep, comment, like, bell, subscribe. We've reached the end of another video. Thank you so much for all your support. Be happy and keep learning to continue growing. Have a great week and see you in the next video.